Today, I will wait at a station in the middle of the night for this super unique train to come through. These are all historic private cars, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video, a bonus video. I'm Tom. It is almost 2 a.m. I'm thinking about my life choices as I bike through Washington, D.C. I have a good reason for biking. I'd like to think it's a good reason. We're about to go see a very, very special train. So I've come to L'Enfant Station in Washington, D.C., and hopefully in a few minutes, a very special train will pass through. Now, when you think of trains, you might think of the ordinary, regular, everyday stuff. But if you look closely, there are a lot of really special trains. Think of heritage liveries, other special wraps. Think of presidential inauguration trains or funeral trains, inspection cars, trains that carry railroad executives across the country, or just your regular charter cars, private cars attached to the back of an Amtrak train. Now, I've seen my fair share of private cars, but almost always they are one or two cars attached to the back of an Amtrak train. But the train we're going to see today is all private cars. That's because this train is carrying a lot of people, up to 140 band members, crew members, all people that are supporting the Railroad Revival Tour of the group Mumford and Sons. Mumford and Sons had the Railroad Revival Tour back in 2011, but now in August 2025, they're hitting 4 more cities: New Orleans, Simpsonville, South Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, and in 2 nights, Burlington, Vermont. Now, to get from Richmond to Burlington, that's quite a trip, and most groups would either drive around in a bus or they'd fly. But since this is the Railroad Revival Tour, Mumford and Sons have decided to take the train. And they've got quite an eclectic collection of heritage cars, transporting them across the country. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say I'm a huge fan. I did see Marcus Mumford play a show in Chicago. It was pretty good. The Sons must have stayed at home. But I am a huge fan of trains, especially super rare trains like this. So that's why I'm here all by myself at L'Enfant Station. So let's play the clip one more time and talk about each of the cars in the consist. They are owned by different companies spread across the country. It's really impressive to put them all together like this. So first we have 2 P42 DC locomotives built by General Electric. These are your normal Amtrak diesel locomotives, although they are being phased out. And then immediately behind that we have 2 cars in the Milwaukee Road colors, one built in 1948, the other in 1954, although only the second one is originally Milwaukee Road. Then we have 3 Pacific Series cars built by Bud in 1950. Following that is a Milwaukee Road Superdome built in 1952 by Pullman, Pennsylvania Railroad's White Bear Lake, and the Pennsylvania Railroad's Dover Harbor. The Dover Harbor is one of the oldest trains you can ride in America. It was built in 1923.
After that, we have the Evelyn Henry and the Santa Fe, two luxury cars that ran on the Union Pacific and are now based in Houston, followed by the Northern Sky and Northern Dreams, which were also operated by Union Pacific and are based in Wisconsin. And rounding up the back is the Bella Vista, owned by Friends of the 261, based in Minneapolis, but it originally saw service with Union Pacific.
All right, that was so cool. I've never seen that many heritage cars on one train before. There were 3 dome cars. So that train is carrying Mumford and Sons, the band, plus all the crew and everybody. It's about to go through Union Station, and then I believe it is taking the CSX Metropolitan Subdivision, the route of the Floridian, all the way to Cleveland. Then it'll go to Albany, New York, and then finally to Vermont for the very last show happening August 7th. Y'all, tickets for this show are extremely expensive. I checked, but I mean, they just chartered like the coolest train ever. So I think I'll give them a listen tomorrow. Time to go home, to bed. Thanks for watching this bonus video. We'll see you next time.